Beautiful people, most of you seem very much confused about three things, and that is the body, the spirit, and the life. So today I'm taking this time to illustrate to you the difference between the three: the body, the spirit, and the life. And I'll use these candles to show you where the difference is. So kindly keep a very open mind and let us get through this lesson together, and keep all your attention here so that you can understand what I'm trying to say. So let me show you what I have here. I have this candle here, you can see it. Then this candle, I have labeled it as a young human being. I'll tell you why I labeled it as a young human being. Then we have this candle here, this one, I hope you can see it. I have labeled it as an old human being. So I want to show you the difference between the body, the spirit, and life. So let's see. Let's compare or try to say that this candle, for example, the wax outside represents the human body, represents the body. Then let's say this part here, this string represents life, and the spark, the fire, the flame represents the spirit. So I want to show you the difference between the body, the spirit, and life. So you can see somebody who has aged, an old person, you can see how their body looks like. Their body is a bit distorted, their body has worn out, and you see the amount of life which is remaining. The string is so short, but you can see when you look at a young person, their body is so perfect, and their life, the string is so long. They have a long life to live. And now let me show you situations in life which can occur to these two people, these two kinds of human beings, an old one and a young one. So let's, for example, let me give this one a spark, a flame, by the way, and I show you. So now this young human being as the spirit. They have the spirit now, so they are living the life. Let me show you. They are alive. So I'll show you everything here. So let's compare. Let's assume that this is a young person who has started living their life. Do you understand? So this is a person who has been born, or this is a person who has been newly brought into this world by God. So you can see now they have started to live their life, and you can see their body has started to change. You can see we have it has started to melt, it has started to restructure, it has started to change. Then when this newborn baby has started to experience the life, to live the life, the spirit at some point can go. You understand? There are circumstances which can make the spirit to go, to disappear. The spirit, we are saying, is the flame, is what runs us inside. We cannot even understand how it happens because we cannot see it. So we can say this flame represents the spirit. So if some things happen in this young child's life, for example, they die, For example, a disease comes. Let me show you those kinds of situations which can happen, and this kid is this flame, the spirit is no more there. For example, an accident. If this young person have an accident, they will the spirit will leave them. Let me show you. For example, if I blow this candle like this, so we can say the spirit has left that body, and this person still has a life which is remaining to live. You understand? The string is still there. So, but the spirit has left. You understand? So, if the spirit has left, at some point, we can remove this string and put it in a new wax. You understand? Now is the new we can say this person can reincarnate. They can come back to life again because they have a string of life which is remaining. We can give them life again. For example, let me show you. For example, if the child just went into a coma and they still have a life remaining, and they get the spark again, they get the flame again like this, they will still continue living the life. You understand? But if they live all their life, that is, they burn all this, we burn all this string to this point, up to this point, so it means there is no life which is left to live, and the spirit will live, that body. You understand? So I want to also explain a few things. By the way, you can see this is an old person. You can see this is an old person who has already lived their life, but maybe they went into a coma, or they committed suicide, or disease happened, or accident happened, but they still have a what? A life to live. The string, they still have a life to live, so they may reincarnate. We can get this string out of this candle and create a new candle. We can just create the new wax and give it this string, and if we give it a spark, it will turn on. So I want clearly to explain your scenario ya coma. That scenario to do with people going to hospital, and you see they were in a coma, they were in a situation whereby they cannot feel themselves, like the spirit is leaving them, but a spark comes by, like they still get back to life. Somebody who was looking like they are dead, but they come to life. You understand? So I am trying my level best to give you this kind of knowledge. I'm trying to my level best to explain it to you, because it's only a few people who will get it. Only a few people who are thinking in my zone, who are thinking around my area, can get it. So you see now, we can say this person was in a coma, and they got back their life, they got back their spark, so they will continue living the life until a point whereby their life does not exist anymore, but their spirit still exists. Where is the spirit, my friend? The spirit belongs to God. So we can call this this one, we can say that the spirit comes from a common source. The spirit comes from same source. You have seen, yes, we have given these two candles life, two people life, from the same source, which is this gaslighter here. So I have tried my level best to explain the difference between the body, the spirit, and life. If you cannot get the clear understanding of what I was talking about here, by the way, you can ask more questions and I'll give you the answers, because that is my work. My work is just to give you answers. I can connect to the source of all knowledge. So if you want any answer to be any question to be answered, just write it on the comments. Subscribe to this channel because we are good. We are doing the crazy things which you have never seen, because you should know these things. You should know them. So let me show you something else. For example, if this candle burns to the end, if this candle burns to this point, we will have no life left. Do you understand? We will have no life left. What if we bury this? Let's compare this candle, this body, with this candle with the body of a human being. If you bury this person, for example, we get them, the spirit has left them, then we take them and bury them. They still have a life which is remaining. You understand? They still have a life which is remaining. And if we bury them, I don't know what happens, because I have never been there. I have never been buried. I don't know what happens. So, but I think if we let this person live their life to the fullest, to the last point, which is let this string burn to the point, to this point, we will be left with the wax only, and the wax only can be buried. And if we bury that wax only, it means that they have no life which is left. And we can choose to bury we can choose to bury the wax, or we can choose to burn it. That is cremation. We can choose to cremate. So you understand these things. I don't know if you understand these things, by the way, but maybe I think I have driven the point I wanted to drive to you. By the way, you should stop confusing life. Life is just use the experiences you are seeing in life to see life in a more clear way, in a more clear perspective. Just stop depending on those things you are not putting them in your analytical mind. You know, you have the subconscious mind, the analytical mind, the unconscious mind, then the conscious mind. You see, kindly, every time somebody tells you something, kindly pass it through the analytical mind. So you just have to take your time and think about what I was saying here. It is not a must it should be the truth, or it should not be the truth, but just take your time and think about it. That is it. So for today, that is it. Let me see you another time. Bye.